everyone, and my name is Julia, and well, I guess welcome to my Booktube channel and my first ever Booktube video. So, I think as this is the first video, I'm going to start it off by doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, because I think that seems like a good place to start. So basically you just can get some more information and find out a bit more about me, I guess. So let's do it. I just found this on Pinterest or online, and it was apparently created by Brent C. And the website is Shauna Philp, I think I'm pronouncing that right, .com. I guess it's, I don't know, maybe she has a blog or whatever, but yeah, I thought I would give it a go. So let's do this. Okay, so first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, I think I started this channel because I love books, and I already have a Bookstagram account, and I just feel like I want to have a place where I can openly talk about books, because not everybody in my social circle reads as much as I do, and I just thought it would be a thing to do, and to be creative and combine my love for books, and yeah, and hopefully make some friends along the way. So if you like this, I take it that you like me, and then I like you, but I will like you anyway just for watching this video. Let's see if anybody watches it in the first place. Anyway, I'm rambling. That will be a common theme along here, just so you know. Right. The second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know. Sarcasm? No, in all seriously. Actually, I'm being serious. A lot of sarcasm will be featured on this channel, along with lots of rambles about books. I don't know, I just want to spunk it up a bit, and let's see what happens. Ask me this in a month. Oh, then I'll tell you. Right, the third question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Well, I think probably what I said in the first question, just to meet other people and connect with other people who love books and just talk about it. So if you have something you want to comment or ask me, just ask me down below in the comments. I'll try my very best to reply to everybody, and yeah, just have a good time. Let's just chill, you know. What the hell else is going on in 2020? Not much. So yeah. Okay. The fourth question is, why do you love reading? Well, that is a good question, and a very easy one for me. I've always loved reading. I have read as a child. I adore it. Yeah, my parents have always read to me. If you would just see my childhood home and you would look in our living room, you would understand why I read a lot, because it's basically covered in books. And yeah, I just love the escapism of it, and I've always read. I was a kid in high school where, I have to be honest, I didn't have a lot of friends in high school because people, that's another story. But I was basically that kid who at lunch, when everybody used to be outside in the patio or whatever, I would read books by myself. I was perfectly happy. The teachers maybe thought I was a bit strange, but yeah, I think also I was that person that I remember me and my friend, we used to stay in the library, and the library, which technically is supposed to be shut during the lunchtime hour, but me and my only friend then, we would actually stay there and yeah, just hang out and read. So yeah. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and yeah, especially in these uncertain times when you don't really know anything and you maybe don't want to think about what the hell is going on. Books are such a great escapism, and yeah, might as well learn a thing on the way, and that's what I really enjoy, like books that challenge you, and yeah. So long-winded answer to this question, but hey ho. Alright, next one. I have to unlock my tablet just to find it. Okay, next one. What book or series got you into reading? Well, I can show you. So, as I said before, I've always read. I can't remember when I wasn't read to as a child. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And then I eventually started reading by myself. I think I was probably around the age of 8 or 9-ish when I actually started reading like chapter books by myself. I'm born in 88, you can figure out my age then, but yeah, I grew up in the 90s, and yeah, so a lot of classic things, including some of my favorite books. I remember reading these books when I was about 8 or 9. Oh my god. So like all of these Animal Arc, or I thought it was Animal Farm, but it's actually called Animal Arc books. Who else remembers this book? If you remember these books and you read these as a child, then comment down below, because oh my god, these are only 2 of the whole collection, but I think we had the whole collection, and we probably still do have the whole collection in our house. We used to read all of these, and yeah, I love animals, nothing else has changed. Do I read as many books about them? No, because a lot of the books that are probably age appropriate about animals probably make me cry, and that ain't happening. Nope. The other series that really got me into reading, well, before that, relating my love for animals, of course, I was a kid. I was a girl that every girl has a phase, a horse phase, and of course I read all the horse books. I have a million of them. This is only one of them. I have a million other ones that, so I'm Swedish, and we used to get like this this is really embarrassing, but we used to get this like subscription box about basically for every horse crazy middle grader's dream. You used to get all different stuff, and including a horse book, but this is one of them, which actually is in English, and yeah, so I read a lot of horse books. That was a phase. Who else can relate? Yeah, but I think what really properly got me into reading, like really seriously I say, but what really got me into reading was, of course, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate if you were my age around that time, that is of course the classic, the one and only Harry Potter books. I mean, who else can say that these books were the books that got you into reading? I read all of them. I don't know where all of them are currently on my shelf, but I have this one, which is personally one of my favorites. I think it's probably my favorite out of the whole series, but that is Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban. Everybody knows the story. Well, I would think a lot of people know the story, so I'm not going to tell it to you, but yeah, this really got me into reading. I remember when I was a kid, I was probably around 12 years old when the books came out, maybe even 11, but anyway, and my mom used to start reading me the books, me and my sister, the books, the Harry Potter books. She started with the Philosopher's Stone, and she used to actually read the books to us because we only had one copy. But then I remember each summer the book would come out, like in August, I think. Well, yeah, I think so. July or August, a new book would come out, and then we would read it. Eventually, by the time we got to way into the series, like the 6th or 7th book, or even fifth book, my parents used to be so annoyed with me and my sister for fighting over who would read the new Harry Potter book, so they got us to one of each, so we didn't have to fight anymore. But yeah, these are the ones that really truly got me into reading. It's just, I love it. So yeah. Okay, next question. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't know. I really love brain mush. I watch a lot of different booktubers, and I really enjoy because I feel like we're all friends. They probably don't know who I am, but yeah, I don't really know what questions I would ask them except for maybe like any advice, thank you. But instead of that, I will tell you some of my favorite booktubers. I love Kayla, who is Books and Lala. Please don't judge me for butchering the pronunciation of these usernames, but I will link them down below and put them down. So yeah, I love her books, book videos. I also love Haley in Wonderland, also great. And who else? Olivia reads a latte, some of my favorites. Oh, and of course Bookables. I love Bookables. Yeah. But yeah, those are some of my favorite ones, and I would just love to have a chat with them. But yeah. Anyway, next question. Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I don't know, but I think probably the most obvious one is being on camera. I'm not the most camera, how do you say, friendly or camera best person, so I think that's probably my greatest challenge. But I'm sure it will get better by time, hopefully. If not, then I'm sure everybody's first video is like super awkward, so please be kind. Thank you. But yeah, that's it. Along with a lot more. The next question is, when did you start reading? Well, I already said that. I already kind of explained that before. Since forever. Since a child. Like, started with my parents reading to us, me and my sister, and then I eventually just started reading more and more, and that got more intense in high school because, as I said, didn't really have a lot of friends, so that's how I escaped. Books were my friends. So yeah. Where do you read is the next question. Where do I read? Anywhere. I remember when I was a kid, I always used to have a book. Like, if I had 5 minutes, it didn't matter if I was in the car, at home, at school, on the bus, just waiting for a friend, whatever, I would always have a book and I would always read, even if it just meant reading five pages or 5 chapters, I would always read. But in certain places, anywhere really, but as long as I have something to drink, preferably coffee. I'm a coffeeaholic, or with a coffee or a drink, and with my dog, because I love my dog and she follows me everywhere. And I'm sorry if you can hear snoring, I don't know, but that also may occur in these videos. So yeah. The last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? Well, that's a very good question. I wouldn't say that I have a specific type that I like to read specifically, but there's definitely certain genres that I read a lot more of. I definitely love YA, or young adult, especially young adult contemporaries, but I've started getting more into fantasy, which is something which I feel really proud of, because I know a lot of people love fantasy, but for me, I struggle with it because my problem is that often a lot of fantasy books have a lot of different characters and a lot of different subplots and everything, and often the world is, which is great in a way that the world is completely different, you can escape into it, but sometimes I find it hard to get into it. But I'm getting better, and I am pleased to say that I've actually read two fantasy books recently in the same series. Which series do you ask? Well, it is the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, which was a recommendation I got on Booktube, and I really enjoy it. So hopefully this is the start of me getting into fantasy books, because I really want to. I really do. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for any like fantasy books for somebody who doesn't normally read fantasy, well, please comment down below, or let me know, because I'm sure there are other people like me. I can't be the only one. Please don't tell me that I'm not the only one who is like this. And I just really want to know. So yeah, apart from that, anything really that has got a good story. I do read a few biographies from time to time. I really enjoy that. It just depends. I like reading about normal people. Like, not the book. I have read the book, but that's not the point. I know, I just like reading about different people and like their stories, like kind of slice of life stories, which is something that I really like in books, like fiction books. Doesn't have to be, like kind of, I love slice of life stories. It's just, I don't know, just see how everybody else is, and it's, yeah, that's something I really enjoy. What else? As I said, I tend to read everything, but I would say probably the one genre, or probably two genres that I don't really read a lot is probably sci-fi or horror. Horror because, not because I'm a scaredy cat, I can deal with horror movies and things like that, but it doesn't really appeal to me. I'd rather read something else, or like, and also I'm kind of squeamish, so I guess maybe I'm a scaredy cat in that way. And sci-fi, I don't know, I think it's just the same thing about fantasy, it's just that maybe it's kind of hard for me to get into, but yeah. Following up this question, like, maybe so you get an insight to what else I like to read, this is not one of the questions, but if you would ask me what my favorite books are, I can tell you my two favorite books of all time. Bear in mind this changes a lot, but I think these have been pretty consistent through my through like the last several years. I always give this answer, and the first one is my favorite two books of all time are Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. That book changed my life. Yeah. I can talk about these more if you want to in the future video, but yeah, that book completely changed my life. And the second book, which is my all-time favorite, is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak, which I'm sure is everybody knows it and it's loved by lots of people. Two very different books, but I completely adore them. Yeah. So that is the end of all the questions, and hopefully you've gotten to know me a bit by me doing this tag. So yeah, this is the end of my first video, and I hope you really enjoy it. And yeah, please don't judge and my awkwardness and everything. I will get better, I promise. Please comment down below what kind of videos you would like to see in the future, or if you have any questions, yeah, I have a few ideas, but I'd love to get your feedback. Also, I would really appreciate if you can follow me on my Instagram or my Bookstagram account. It is, I'll put it down below and on the screen. It is at I'd read more books. So yeah, that's me. And yeah, no, let's have fun and let's just talk about books. And yeah, I hope everybody is staying safe wherever you are in the world. And well, it's Friday today, so happy Friday! I hope your weekend is full of lots of reading. So yeah, thank you very so much for watching this video if you have, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!